things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Something happened along the way. Destiny was changed. And as a result, hundreds of years before this story is over, I'll be dead.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know?
I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on the tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of birth and spoke the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that they spent alive on earth, and now only those who love them know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love, and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what's true and real, and always try to understand the way other people feel. And be less quick to anger and show appreciation more, and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering this special dash might only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash?
Spring is finally here. I spent most of this past winter offline, taking a break from social media and content creation in my previous YouTube channels and just hibernating. But with the warmer weather comes the gardens. We've been landscaping these gardens for the better part of 20 years now. Every season, things change, things get a little bit bigger, things get a little bit deeper. I'll spend the next month or so cleaning and pruning and landscaping and planting and transplanting, setting it up for a few months of full bloom before we put it back to bed again. As beautiful as the garden is and all the serenity that it brings, I feel like I'm trapped here. This isn't where I want to be in my life. Out here in the middle of nowhere where time moves at a crawl and there's just a whole lot of nothing. Spending time outside and in the garden is good for mental health. It's a very introspective place to be. It inspires daydreams. It's just not where I belong. Normally, my mother helps me with landscaping the garden. She gets excited about going out and getting her hands dirty right along with me as we come up with new creative ways to display it for the year. But this year she took very, very ill. She has a degenerative nerve disease and a curvature in her spine that she has to have surgery for soon. The surgery's probably going to put her on bed rest for 1 or 2 months. So gardening this year is not in the plan for her. Since I moved back to this place from Cleveland, I've felt a responsibility to my family. 15 years ago I left and I didn't look back. I never even contacted them. And then one day, out of nowhere, I just walked back into town. Ever since I came back here, it's felt like a trap. I feel suffocated here. There's just too much nothing. Everything moves so slowly. A lesson in patience, I suppose. But I'm used to a more active lifestyle. Used to creating content for YouTube or social media almost every day of the week. But not now. Now it's just quiet. A lot of things have happened over this past winter. Reconnected with old friends, lost loves, closed old stories, started new ones. I have dreams, places I want to be, far away places. I'm not going to find the life that I want here. This also means leaving my family behind for a second time. I don't know how they're going to react to that. But while I'm here, I'll do what I can. Tend to the garden and watch it grow. Bring it up to full bloom as I get ready to leave. Because this is not where I want to be.